So when you think about the fire department, what do you guys expect from it? What are your expectations? And if you answered that you want people that are competent to put out fires, then you're wrong. Okay, you're a bigot, and you need to educate yourself. That's the old way of thinking. The new way of thinking is that you want people of different genders, races, nationalities, and religions to work together as they possibly attempt to put out a fire. Now, this is a very interesting article. Again, like as an Eastern European, looking at this is quite bewildering. Like in my country, the fire department actually hires people that are competent to put out fires, but it seems that in this case in the United Kingdom, they're hiring genitalia and skin color. And when you're hiring competence, you get competence. When you're hiring genitalia and skin color, that's what you get. So, fire service changes entrance tests, so it's deliberately harder for white men. One of the country's biggest fire services has been accused of discrimination after it emerged white men have to score higher in its recruitment tests than anyone else, says Metro.cock. Um, how is this not discrimination? Like they're not even doing the positive discrimination as they call it, the where they like freeze a couple of jobs for minorities. No, no, no. They're actually saying that if you're a white man and you want to become a fighter, then you need to get higher grades. You need to get higher scores than everyone else. It's white people versus the world. Okay, if you're anyone that's not white, you can actually get in by getting a lower grade. How is this like not white supremacy? I'm thinking like there's no way you can spin this. Like you actually think that white people are better and white people can do better, so their standards are higher than everyone else. They didn't think this through, did they? Like they really didn't think how it looks. But anyway, so West Midlands Fire and Rescue Service wants 60% of new recruits to be women and 35% to be from black and minority ethnic groups. See, I was scared for a little bit. I thought West Midlands Fire and Rescue Service actually wants people that are competent to put out fire, but it seems they're more concerned about percentages. Like they see the world through numbers. Absolutely astonishing. In a bid to reach the target, they have altered the pass rates to make it easier for people from those groups to get through the test. I would be insulted. Like, genuinely, I would be insulted. It's like, okay, so because I'm black, your expectations of me are lower? Like, you want me to perform less, and if I perform less than what's required, I can still get in? How is that not insulting? Anyway, women and men from black, Asian, and minority ethnic groups only have to score 60% on verbal and numeral tests, whereas white men have to score 70%. By the way, I'm a little bit astonished on how low the grades need to be for both white and BAME, they call it now. BAME. BAME. A senior source claims the new recruitment program introduced in late 2017 costs £100,000 a year from British taxpayer money. Probably those evil white money that they don't like. It's like, money from white people. Because Britain is a majority white country, is it not? Like, maybe I forgot. I need to check my geography again. You know, the times are changing. This includes $2,500 a month spent on targeted Facebook adverts which just appear on the profile belonging to women to quote unquote minimize white men applying. You know, like to me, this sounds like they really don't white men, but it would be illegal to just ban them like the BBC does. I mean, they're not the BBC. They probably can't get away with this. So they're trying like all these loopholes, like all these ways. It's like, look, we really don't want you guys, but the law doesn't let us just tell you to fuck off. So maybe, just maybe, we can find other ways. Is there like a pervert in charge of the fire department? Like, do they want more women? Like, what is it with this? Like if I was when I was a guild master in World of Warcraft, if I would have said that I want women to join my guild, people would think that I'm a fucking pervert. It's like, dude, This is a game. Like, why do you have to specifically target women? Huh? If I were in the market for looking for a colleague to my apartment, and I would say only women, like people would think, dude, are you a pervert? Right? It just why is it like the same thing with this? Do they have a racial fetish? Do they not prefer white people? Do they like women of color or something? Yeah. You said this directly discriminates against white men. To be honest, like I genuinely don't see how it doesn't. You would need to have a lawsuit over this. Um, there is just no way. There is no possible interpretation that this does not discriminate against white people. Like this approach was intentionally adopted to directly manipulate the diversity figures to meet the targets. Yeah, because the targets are important. The targets are what matter, not the fact that you need to put out fires. That's secondary. You need to put out the fires in the right way, in the correct, diverse manner. This approach to recruitment is appalling. Not only they discriminate. By the way, a woman is writing the article. Just so you know, okay? Just so you don't think that I'm mansplaining and I'm like the horrible Eastern European. No, a woman is writing the article. Let's check it out. Yeah, Georgia Diabellus. Georgia Diabellus is saying this. It's not me. I'm just reading the article. But I do agree with her. Like in my country, people would start crossing themselves like they saw Satan. If anything would do something like this, they would ask for the resignation of the fire chief or for the mayor or whomever is responsible for this joke. Out of season 1st April joke. This approach to recruitment is appalling. Not only are they discriminating against large parts of my community, but they are also using huge amounts of public money to do so. There is such a negative culture within management who want to achieve their own agendas at all costs. It's not only that, but would you really want to work in such an environment as a white man? Like seriously, I would heavily consider. Like, is this a friendly environment to work with? I would choose a different career path, which is kind of sad because I have a lot of respect for firemen. Like they risk their lives in order to save people. It's quite a noble job. But anyway, I have never heard of discrimination on such an industrial scale in the public sector. Well, maybe you should look into the BBC. What is this? Vegans publish the names of 9,000 dairy farmers and ask people to confront them. Wow, this will go well. Why not publish the names of vegans and ask people to confront them? Oh no, that's racist. It's not fair of the members of the community who rigidly expect the best people for the job being selected to serve on the front line. Yeah, that's the old school. That's the racist way of thinking. Right? You can't expect people for the best jobs because then you get white people and then you get white supremacy. And then your country falls backwards, and we can't go backwards. We need to go left, more left. Oh, we reached Stalin. Go left. Oh, now we're passing Hitler. Left. It's difficult to swallow knowing people have not been able to achieve their dream careers because they are too white or too male. Yeah, wasn't that a thing from intersectionality? It's like, oh, women wanna go into STEM. That's their dream, but they're being barred from it. It's not good to bar a human person's dream. The human being and their dream. There should, of course, be measures put into place to encourage those from underrepresented groups to apply. But how would they feel if they found out they were required to perform at a lesser level because of their gender or ethnicity? Yeah, this is exactly what I said. It is just so unfair on everyone applying to become a firefighter, the community, and even the firefighters that serve alongside these people. Yeah, again, it's like, it's not only disrespectful, but it's the view, the image that other people have. Like they will look at a BAME firefighter and they will say that they got in because of diversity. I will make a video tomorrow, show you that the Black Panther who won the Oscars, and I will go on IGN forums and you will see that people there, like all of them, assume that this is the reason why Black Panther won. It's not because it's a good movie, it's because of diversity. And the Root publication, a very left-leaning publication, also pointed out that now people don't know if someone legitimately wins an Oscar, or is it because they're like, it's like, well, this is what you wanted, this is the world you created. You know, why are you upset that people think this way? It's a legitimate way of thinking. They genuinely cannot know. And it's unfair, you know, like there can be a minority that scored really high that actually got a 10 on both of the tests, got 100 points, and people are going to look at them and they're going to assume that the reason they're there is because of their minority status. Um, it is just unfair on everyone applying to be a firefighter in the community, and even the firefighters that serves alongside these people. The sad fact is that there are people sitting on fire engines today purely because of their gender or ethnicity, and I don't understand how any fire service leader is comfortable with that approach. The recruitment system started in 2017, and apparently I find out about it today. It sees recruiters dip into the pool of applicants every 3 months and choose 1,000 people to be shortlisted for the first stage, a 45-minute test into reactions. And then the candidates who pass go into verbal and mechanical reasoning exam. But since the change, white men have to score 7 out of 10 to get through the next stage, a physical test, while women and me candidates only have to score 6. If you're a man and you want to get in, like seriously, if I don't know why you would, all right? But assuming you want to go in, just claim you're transgender, and after you pass the test, then you're gender fluid, okay? They even have a shit for that. You're gender fluid. Oh, look, you're a woman now. You're transgender. You want to get in. They'll probably let you in, and then, oh, I became straight again. Look at that. It's a miracle. The source claims as part of the drive, the brigade... What? Did I say something wrong? Did I stutter? Does the law not allow what I said? If the law allows it and it's legal, what's your problem? Right? If the law allows someone to go like, oh, I'm a woman now. Oh, now I'm a man. If the law permits it, if you don't like it, take it up with the legal system. Don't complain that I'm telling people to do this shit, because what I'm telling is not illegal, bitch. Go and fix your shit that you advocated for, and then come to me and complain, oh my god, V, how can you say something like this? Not my fault. Not my legal system. I didn't make it. The one who made it is retarded. They should have thought about it before. The source claims that part of the drive, the brigade has intentionally not posted general adverts on job boards in favor of women. He said, there is intentionally no general adverts anywhere like job boards on the brigade's own social media in order to minimize white men applying. And this is because historically generated non-targeted adverts lead to large amounts of white male applicants. Yeah, imagine this. In a white majority country, white men are the ones that are the default. It's almost like if you'd have these adverts in Africa, you'd generally get black people. It's almost like if you'd have these adverts in China, you'd generally get Chinese people. People are like, there are scientists that are still trying to figure out why is this a thing, like why is this happening. They still haven't come up with the answer, but hopefully they will do. Again, I don't like reading this type of news, but it's interesting. I find it interesting from a mindset, because I guarantee to you there's going to probably, unfortunately, not something that I wish, there's going to be a fire and there's going to be a fuck up. Like, they're not going to put the fire out in time and stuff like that, because it's not just the people that they're hiring, okay? But it's the priorities of the leadership, right? Like, this is their priority. They're more concerned with percentages rather than be concerned with putting out the fires. And then I also think about, okay, what if you want to fire someone? Like, what if one of these one of them happens to be a very poor firefighter, right? Aren't they going to claim discrimination when you fire them? Aren't you going to look racist? This is another thing. Like, Britain is the country that had Asian grooming gangs, and the police said that the reason they had them is because they didn't want to be called racists. So you see what the political correctness does, and you think, you know what we need as a government? More political correctness. Even more. Like, when is it going to be enough? Just how much do you need?
Also, this is so easy to misrepresent. Like, if you want to take an uncharitable view of it, if you want to just mess with the system, you can accuse the British government of giving dangerous professions like firefighting or military service to be trusted upon minorities and women, because white men have been putting their lives on the line for long enough. You know, it's time that minorities and women take their fair share of the burden. And you can say that, well, this is racism, because it's almost like the government is creating a servant class in order to do the dangerous jobs of society. It's a woke take, isn't it? How will they dispute it? Like, how can they say that no, that's not the case? They can't, can they? Prove you're not a racist. Anyway, like, who on earth is messaging me on Twitter, on Discord? God damn, every time I record the video, every single time. So, as you can imagine, I have to go now. If you like my channel, I have a subscribe star. Please donate if you enjoy my work, and I'll see you all tomorrow.